Hello, welcome to my bilingual sculpting channel. Today I challenge myself to create an sculpture using monster clay. I have them over here. I'm going to show it to you. I did one that is 5 minutes, one that is 35 minutes, and one that is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm really impressed of how they turned out. It was an amazing experience. So you want to know the result? Keep watching and let's start. The character that I'm showing today is from The Last of Us, one of my favorite games. I played the first one. I have to say, one of the few games that actually make me cry, and it was amazing. I watched the TV show, the HBO. I have to say that I'm impressed. No, the first episode I was watching it and almost like the game, but it wasn't that emotional. No, I think the game is way more emotional. They did a really good job, and that's why I'm doing this character. So. To be fair, for all the different times, I cut some wires in some aluminum foil to have them ready. So that's where I'm gonna start with the 5 minutes. So let's go. The first thing is I didn't know even how to start or if I was gonna be able to do something. 5 minutes is nothing. Started my clock, I grabbed the wire, I put some aluminum foil. I didn't really plan how it was gonna be this armature. I just did it really fast and start putting some clay. I have to say that you don't have to have an armature, but my clay was really soft and I knew it needed something to really hold it. But with something that small, I could have done it without it. So I just kept working. I was trying to create the shape. I was trying just to think how this was gonna be. And I look at my clock and it was already the last minute. No, I start seeing just seconds and I was kind of freaking out trying to put these mushroom things on the head and just trying to do some details. And I was like, in the very last seconds, I need to do a mouth. No, I cannot be a clicker without that human mouth. And I start really trying to do the teeth and try to go in, and I keep watching my clock and it was 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and I have to just drop everything. And I never been in that situation, so I was kind of disappointed, but it was a good experience just trying to make it faster. And this is the 5 minutes. You can see it over here. It does have at least the shape. It doesn't look like, but it kind of have a shape. And I'm not really sure, but now looking at it, it looked like the guy from the Forces Jinju. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but when Goku goes to Namek and he is the fastest. But yeah. Okay, but let's continue, and now I'm gonna go for the second one. I knew I had a little bit more time. I did the same thing. I grabbed the wire, I twisted, trying to make sure that it looked like the previous one, just to try to make it the same size and everything. The same thing, I just grabbed some aluminum foil and create my armature and start putting everything. Now, one of the things that I didn't like from the first one was the shape of the body. So I was trying to making sure that I was just better, that it looks human, and I was just trying to put slowly everything. And also, no, I tried to create that better details. Time was against. I was like, how can I took so much time in the body? And I need to do the mouth. I need to create the teeth now. And I was just trying to hurry up. The same thing happened, that suddenly it was just the last minute. So I tried to go around, try to create more details, so it was really hard because it was the very first time that I created teeth that are so small. And I was like kind of having a hard time. It looks more like sharp teeth if they were really sharp. So I was trying just to make it look a little bit better, and I keep going and like keep trying to do details, and the same thing, 3, 2, 1, and I have to stop completely. And this is my piece. Not really proud. I think I have more details on the head, but I think it looks just not that good, the shape, than my previous one. At least I have a mouth, but overall I wasn't really that happy because it was so much more time than the 5 minutes, and I don't see such a huge difference. So I wasn't happy, but I knew with the next sculpture I needed to really put more details. The reality is that I was thinking of doing it just for 1 hour, but I realized that probably wasn't going to be that much difference. So just to make sure that I show you something completely different, I decided to do 2 hours. I didn't even bother to have a clock. I just put one of thousands of many movies that I love, and that was 2 hours, and I start sculpting the same thing. I grab my wire, I put my aluminum foil, and start putting the clay over here. In so much time that I started to try not to go that fast, but to try to create shapes and think more about the body, which I don't know if it really turned out that way. I was having really good shape of my body, my face. It looks like it was really a human. So I started doing the mouth, try to create more details like the tongue, the teeth. Now that I had the previous experience, I was trying to make it more rounded, make it a little bit better. And when I was almost half of the time, no, the movie was almost a little bit over an hour and like 2 minutes, I realized that my monster clay was really solid. But it was already like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to do it next day. So I paused everything, and next day I keep working, now putting the mushrooms thing on the face, trying to make sure that it looks almost splitting. I don't know if I really achieved that. It was kind of weird how it was turning out, but I wanted to have details, so I went again and I just tried to work on it. You can see that even I have ears. Seeing that the movie was almost done, but I still have a lot of time, so I decided to have some details on the body, some of this sickness that is growing. I was liking it how it was looking. I decided to create these kind of quick details on the mushroom to make sure that it just looks way better. And it was almost done. No, actually my movie was done, but I said I want to have a little bit more of detail, so let's add 10 minutes. No, it's my challenge, so it's my rules. I don't know if that counts or not, but I had 10 minutes and I said, what can I do with 10 minutes? The reality is I just try to have finer details, to smooth some things, some they're not really perfect, but also decided to add something else. So I wanted to put some clothes, and I didn't have time to really grab my pasta machine and put my clay through it and create the clothes. So I just grabbed some. I start just with my hand trying to squish it, trying to make it like really thin, and then I apply it and I start trying to create the shape. And I was thinking, okay, this kind of doesn't look like a t-shirt. I can maybe take this off and try to create something better. And again, I just watched my clock and it was seconds, and it was 10, 9, 8. So really fast I tried to create some details, to rip some parts to make sure that everything was kind of put together, and it was 0, so I had to stop, and I wasn't gonna add more. But this is how it turned out, and I love it. I really like it. This challenge wasn't the easiest, but for sure was a lot of fun. And now I'm gonna show you the 3 of them at the same time on the end shots. If you want to be part of this art community, this sculpting community, please subscribe, check my links, and please comment. I love to create videos based on what people comment. I've done it in the past, and YouTube is telling me that 90% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So please subscribe. Don't unsubscribe if you don't see the same material every time. I'm trying to do videos from the people that ask me the most materials of, but I do enjoy. In the future I have so many ideas, and I'm always thinking of creating things with cardboard or even food like chocolate and many things. So don't unsubscribe. If no, the most common I see, the more of certain materials is the video that I'm most gonna do, but I'm always gonna be exploring different things because I just love it. Comment below, enjoy art, and see you next time. And enjoy movies and games.